You're listening to Into the Twilight, an independent, listener-supported show. Subscribe at patreon.com/intothetwilight for monthly bonus episodes, weekly shoutouts, a Patreon-only book club, and more. Thanks for support, and now, on with the show.
Now tuning in to Earbud Media, audio for everyone.
Hey, it's Monday. What's up?
Hey, man.
We're coming to you from the past.
Oh, yeah. I love time travel.
Welcome to Into the Twilight. Time travel's real.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm here. I'm living. Folks, I'm talking about Drag Race again, okay? Okay?
I'm very intrigued by what you have brought to the space today.
Thank you so much. I have to talk about Drag Race, even though it is a show that I love that also does not love me back most times. And that's fine. I'm at peace with that relationship. But the new season of All Stars is currently airing. And we're doing the same, like, tournament situation where there's, like, groups of folks in each bracket. And no one goes home. Until, like, and then, like, whoever's the top two of each bracket, like, make it to the semifinals, the merge, one could say. And this first bracket just completed this week, and it was one of which is my girl Dawn, who was on season 16. She's like kind of like elf girl, like kind of Brooklyn alt, whatever. She was kind of a fan favorite, but did not win any challenges on her season. Was kind of in the middle of the pack for most of the season.
Okay.
Then she goes back to All Stars. And she fucking is incredible. She wins all three of the challenges in the first bracket and is like at a true All-Stars evolution, right? Because the beauty of All-Stars is like you have a little time to marinate and focus on how you want to do this and also know how the game works, you know?
That's true.
Do it. And like she comes in with her best fucking drag and she's killing it across everything and having fun also. Like she's just like in a totally different headspace, which is a beautiful thing to see.
And that's the thing they don't tell you is that it's charisma, uniqueness, nerve, talent, and then fun.
And then fun. It's kind of
it's just you just don't say that. The F is just not pronounced.
It's hidden in between the margins, but it is there. You should have it. While also like knowing your own craft and honing in on what is unique about you and like why people love you. And I think that's a beautiful thing. And this most recent episode, the category on the runway was Paris, France. And she comes out in this fucking gorgeous rat outfit.
That's the thing you know about France.
And she goes, I don't know anything about France, but I fucking love Ratatouille.
And that's it.
And that's it. And it's gorgeous. It's stunning. It's the most beautiful anyone's ever looked dressed as a rat. It's the best thing I've ever seen in my life. And
I think it's beautiful.
When she wins this challenge, it's like a top two winning situation. So she's one of the two people that wins this challenge. And they have to lip sync for the win. And when she does that, she changes out of this outfit. Boom, there's a second rat outfit.
Stop.
It's a reveal. Like she's wearing this like yellow, like kind of like robe situation, pulls it off. It's a sexy rat outfit underneath, like a little sexy fur bikini. It's fucking awesome.
That's beautiful.
She brought two rat outfits to Drag Race, and it's the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
I would love to imagine what that commission email looks like.
Yes.
Subject line, sexy rat, question mark?
Make me the most glamorous rat in Paris, France. Please and thank you. It's awesome. And I know the show will fail me, and I'm sure the other brackets will also be fun and painful. But I love to see a girl properly, like, feel their oats and be like, I'm actually here to play and I'm here to win. And I know what to do that. And I'm more confident in myself to do that. And also, like, have a good time and not let it destroy me. And Dawn is doing that. And I think that's fucking awesome. To go from no wins to winning all 3 and like securing her shit is fucking sick. And being a glamorous rat.
This is so important to me
Yeah.
because now, as soon as you said it, I got what was happening.
Sure.
Like, I see the ears,
Yeah.
even the nails.
Yes.
The details of this is really pretty.
Mm-hmm. It's
But
gorgeous.
even the aesthetic of it
Yeah.
is very Parisian. Of like, you're doing black and white, but you have those like that pink in there.
Yeah.
It's cute and I like it.
It's so good. It's so good.
That's good. I like it, Dawn. You're very pretty as a rat, which I never thought I would say.
Yeah. It's the most beautiful rat I've ever seen. Come on now.
That's so cute. Good job, Dawn.
Yeah, shout out Dawn.
I can't wait.
For real.
I can't wait to hear about how pissed you get about Drag Race. Because that's the thing you have to kind of accept about Drag Race is like you have to watch it, but you have to get mad about it.
I can only talk about Drag Race on this show at the beginning of a season because that's when I'm full of whimsy. I'm full of anything's possible. I'm like, everything's going to be good. If you catch me on any of the finales, I will not have this same vibe. But I'm here, I'm having fun, and I'm happy. So I'm living in this moment.
That's the same with Love Island, too, if you really think about it.
True. That is so true. Yeah.
Because by the end, it's like, well,
you just underwent psychosis for 2 months. So, yeah.
Yeah. No, this is great. Wow.
Hell yeah. How are you doing, my dude?
Oy. Well, I'm here. The thing that I really wanted to bring today was my migraine cap. The ones that I put in the freezer that are like really cold. But that's not funny. That's not...
Sure.
But it's my truth, you know?
Yeah.
So I wanted to bring something that was like actually interesting for people, but just know that that's on my mind. And I appreciate my little head cap that's made of gel that gets really cold and helps with my headaches. So thank you. I appreciate you. Now, I know your eyes are going to start to glaze over for a second. And I'm going to pull you back because I'm going to talk about Critical Role for a second.
Oh, here we go.
Don't lose. Hey. I've got my Subway Surfers up.
I'm still tuned in. I'm tuned in the frequency. We're here.
Okay. So here's the thing. Brennan is DMing the season 4 the campaign 4 that they're on right now. And I initially was like, well, I'm just going to wait until it's all done so I can just watch all of it.
Sure.
And then last week I saw a screen cap of him and Luis, who looks like the partner that he's holding the knee of in the center here. The ones that look like they're married. I saw a screen cap of both of them yelling at each other and I was like, oh, well, okay. That's all I needed. Thank you. I'm going to start watching.
Love.
So before you start to get freaked out about this, it's in a new world, so you don't need any context.
Great.
So keep that in mind. Second of all, yes, all 13 of those people that you see in this photo are in this season.
Holy
and
cow.
You might be like, well, that's impossible because usually a table is like 5 people, right? So I was also confused because I was like, one, I know a lot of these people and a lot of them are hot and that's going to be impossible. What Brennan is doing is something I've never seen before, which is that he has 3 rotating tables in this season. Right. Yeah, exactly. Which is why, again, I have my Subway Surfers up for you. You're not going to lose attention here.
Sure.
He's constantly keeping things fresh. So new world, you don't need any context on here. And because of the fact that they're constantly, it's the same, it's like 3 groups of 4 on here. There's a group of seekers. There's a group of schemers. What are the official fucking names? I have different names in my head, but I'll use the ones that they have. And then, what did I say? I said seekers, schemers, and soldiers.
Okay.
On here. So there's, so they're always keeping things fresh. Here's the thing about this. I'm down bad on here. And I need someone to be suffering with me about this. Because literally 10 seconds into the first episode, someone dies.
What?
And they're someone who's not one of the main characters.
Sure.
But someone dies, and he this character haunts the narrative in here.
Great.
This person dies, and 10 seconds in, they were supposed to escape their execution. They had this like grand plan, apparently. Again, 10 seconds in. I'm not spoiling anything. It's in the fucking trailer. So everyone shut up. 10 seconds in, they were supposed to be executed. They were supposed to escape it. They had this like whole plan, apparently. And they didn't. The plan got broken. It was like sabotaged by someone, and they actually die.
Oof.
And that's what brings this group of people together. One of them is like a brother of the person, another is a lover, one is a sinner, you know, of the song.
Sure.
And it brings all these people together to like figure out what the scheme is of like who sabotaged the plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
happens 10 seconds in.
That's diabolical, man. He's
yeah.
His brain is full of
and
evil.
Here's the thing. In theory, this campaign would be against everything that I love because Brennan, chock full of birds every episode.
Sure.
Birds galore.
Yeah.
Right? And one of the characters on here literally plays a mask.
Oh my god. This is like kryptonite. Right? Like this is like anti-repellent.
So
for you.
in theory, right, I would hate this. It's all the things I'm afraid of.
Yeah.
But I'm down bad because it's got some of the people that I love in here, and I'm very intrigued with the way that they're playing it, where it's like these rotating tables, but they're all intertwined, and he's doing it where like he's interweaving it very like time. It's very intriguing.
Sure.
But if you haven't done anything from Critical Role before, one, it's Brennan's, you can trust it. It's funny, but it's also emotionally destroying. But you don't need any context from anything Critical Role before.
That's beautiful.
Brand new.
I love to hear that.
So you can just jump in.
Okay.
But yeah, it's very schemy on here.
Wow.
So I would give it a try. I know you get scared because the episodes are really long.
I'm not scared of Critical Role. I'm not scared of Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, they're hella intimidating.
Sure.
But
I trust.
I would watch the first one because the way that they do like 4 episodes at the beginning where all the tables are together. It's like they set it up before they kind of split off.
Sure.
And it's very much a like, it's not a whodunit, but it's kind of a whodunit.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
This motherfucker, he's on some fucky shit during this. I'll tell you that.
Totally.
Where it's very like a Crown of Candy where he's like, I hope that y'all made extra characters because I'm gonna kill you.
Some of these episodes are 5 hours long.
Just don't look at.
I
don't
can't
look at it.
I just gotta let it go over.
Just
me.
don't look at it. I just put it on in the background while I'm working.
Sure.
So don't look. Hey, don't. Just don't look at it.
Yeah, it's
just press play.
I don't need to know that information. You know what I mean? Like my brain.
No, that's not your business.
That's none of my business. Literally none of my business.
Don't worry, but that's not your business. Don't worry about that.
Okay. All right. I'm intrigued by this. I think the format of that is very up my alley.
It's definitely something new, and I was intrigued by that, especially because I didn't need a lot of backstory on there.
Yeah.
Which helped.
Sure.
So that was good. So give it a shot, but hey, everyone, just don't look at the times. Just don't. Do yourself a favor. Don't do that. Just put the playlist on and go with God on there. This is not a piece of news, but I saw this literally before we started recording. It was the first thing on TikTok when I pulled it up. Someone edited the monologue from I Knew You Were Trouble, the music video, and they put it as an edit to Twilight, and I just thought that you all should know that.
It's really beautiful. There's some stunning work happening here.
Yeah. There were some people in the comments that were like, please don't make edits of Taylor Swift to AI. You all know that she doesn't like that. And I was like, y'all don't know the ancient texts.
Right.
Actually.
Come on now.
She made this herself. So it's really good. The creator is Mia, I think I want to say. The actual user, I think, is Peta Word Potter on there. And it's wild how well they did on there. So thank you for your service.
Beautiful things.
Where do you want to start on here? Because we have 2 K-Stu pieces.
We do have a lot of K-Stu news. Let's start with our newly confirmed bisexual icon, Hayden Panettiere.
Listen.
Because that was huge news.
Surprising news? Obviously not.
No. But happy for her. Welcome to the crew.
Yeah, welcome.
You know? And I did not realize this. Or maybe I had known this at some point, but I've forgotten it. But she's talking about how she recently had a convo with K-Stu about how K-Stu replaced her in Panic Room. And what I also did not realize is that before it was Jodie Foster and Kristen Stewart, it was Hayden Panettiere and Nicole Kidman.
That is an entirely different movie.
For sure a different movie. For sure a totally thematic.
Tone,
yeah.
The tone of that is entirely different than what we got.
Yes.
It's still gay. Like, the one that they would have produced is still gay, but a different type of gay than we got.
Right. This is breaking my beans. This is crazy.
I'm freaking out because I never knew this.
Yeah.
This is new information to me. So thank you, Entertainment Weekly, for this. But what do you mean that they're casually just dropping that David Fincher almost did a Nicole Kidman, Hayden Panettiere Panic Room?
Oh my God.
What?
Hey.
What?
You can't just say that.
I don't.
Could you imagine for a moment, like, a Panic Room in which Nicole Kidman is the mom, fucking duking it out with Mr. Jared Leto in the dreads, like, or in the cornrows? Can you imagine what that would look like in your mind's eye?
No, because Nicole Kidman back then, it's not entirely this, but Nicole Kidman back then, I'm thinking like Practical Magic
for
era.
Sure.
Like, she still had curls back then.
Yeah.
So it would have given it to me, and I know David Fincher wouldn't have done this, but to me in my head, that era of Nicole Kidman is a lot more like romantic whimsy.
Totally.
And so it just doesn't make sense in my brain. Whereas what we got was very thriller.
Right.
And that's not, listen, Nicole Kidman has range. She can do it.
Oh, yeah.
But in my brain, it just doesn't compute.
Oh.
I have more questions than answers. But what I really need is I need to see all four of these people in a movie together.
Oh my God. Yes.
Can you imagine? That's bonkers, though. Yeah. I'm going to be real with you.
I need there to be a better like ensemble show that exists in the world that's not the White Lotus, so that it could be women of this caliber actually doing good shit on there, because I don't think the White Lotus is doing it right now. But there needs to be something like a Big Little Lies-esque like
I miss Big Little Lies so much. That song.
Yeah.
Damn. I need a cardigan right now to like wrap myself.
Totally.
What we could have had
on
there. Because now all the ensemble shows are like fucking Yellowstone and 911 or whatever. And that's just like not, that's not the vibe that I'm looking for. You know? Damn it. That's wild news though.
Yeah.
That's wild news to just randomly drop like 20 years after it happened.
Everything could have been so different, you know?
I know. But I love, damn it. Sometimes I do just want to watch. Here's the thing. My ideal watch of Panic Room is like 9 p.m. No, that's too late. Like 7 p.m.
Sure.
In a hotel room.
Yeah.
With the AC blasted. Like, I want to watch it with commercials on like TNT.
Totally. Yeah. That's how it was meant to be watched. Yeah.
Exactly. That's my preferred watch of Panic Room.
Yeah.
Is like you just randomly stumbled upon it on TV. And that just isn't a world that exists anymore. But that's okay. I would love to know your thoughts on our K-Stu movie news.
We got more updates for the vampire thriller Flesh of the Gods that has had a lot of casting changes and seems to continue to have a couple of swapsies. But it does feel like they started production. Things are underway. They're spending half of it in Spain and then the other in Germany. So that's fun.
Sure.
Why not? And then we got some new folks in this, neither of which I don't know too well, but it seems like I'm getting vampire vibes from all these folks.
Yeah, so the last time I remember us talking about this, Elizabeth Olsen was in this, apparently. And now that's Esme Creed Miles.
Yes.
Sure. And then we did talk about Wagner Moira. I'm going to trust them. That's all I'll say on here.
Right.
But I'm still very intrigued by the concept of an 80s vampire thriller.
Yeah.
On here. It's just, I'm trusting them on the casting. I'm still a little bit sad about Oscar.
But and she was, Esme Creed Miles was in Chronology of Water. She was Claire.
Oh, shit. Okay, all right.
So maybe that's the connection, because it was supposed to be Elizabeth Olsen, and then it was her. But I don't think she was, I think she was only in it for a little bit. But that's cool.
Sure. All right. I'm excited about it, though.
Hell yeah.
I can't wait to, I don't know, probably in 18 months, watching A24 vampire thriller.
Hell yeah, dude.
Amen. I'm ready. I'll patiently wait, but I'm ready. I am so excited to know your thoughts about this season premiere.
About Damon Salvatore's big gay European bender? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. When we thought, so last week we talked about this, that we were like, oh, a time skip. And it turns out that clip that we saw wasn't really a time skip. It was like 3 days afterwards. But we still get a time skip in this episode.
It's true. It's true, we do.
Just not the one that we thought we were getting.
No. What we have is Damon and Rick just broing out on a quote, a guy getaway is what they said.
That's what they're calling it now.
That's what the fellas are calling it. So if you go to Amsterdam with your boys and get so drunk at noon, and then also look at each other kind of a little bit too long and like kind of do an up and down look, but also be like, yeah, bro, I'm so glad you're here. That's what they're calling it in the streets. So you keep that in mind.
Do you think Fire Island was too expensive for them to shoot at? So they just went to Amsterdam?
What is the next gay hub we can go to?
And they're not wrong. Amsterdam is...
Right. Listen,
Amsterdam's up there.
Yeah. Don't be distracted by, the sex tourism and the amount of ladies. This is gay guy hangout, okay? These guys are gay guying it out.
The thing that confuses me about this episode is that they do reference weed in this.
It's true.
But they don't have Damon and Rick smoking fat blunts in Amsterdam.
A darn shame. An absolute shame.
And that does not make any sense to me canonically with what I know about Amsterdam.
And what we know about both of these people.
No, exactly.
And it is very funny for Rick to be like, hey, I'm grieving my wife and my was supposed to be my child, and I need to just drink into oblivion. And Damon's like, yeah, for sure. I'm also dealing with the fact that my girlfriend is going to be in a coma for 60 years, and yours is definitely kind of a worse thing, but I just need you to make me feel better about my situation.
Yeah, I'm Damon. I'm also grieving your dead wife and your children.
Totally. For sure.
For sure, dog. It's so good to me to know what's happening here, because we talked about this. We wanted more Damon and Rick.
Yeah.
And we're getting it. And we're also getting a lot of Damon and Bonnie. And I'm very happy with what's happening here.
He almost lets her get run over by a car. Because he hesitates.
And then he pushes her. He pushes her up against a car, like in Twilight.
Yeah.
But not. And it's the amount of tension between these two is literally palpable.
Yeah.
And was salivating. It was so important to me. It almost distracted me from the fact that Rick presumably is in Amsterdam trying to find like the best psychic medium that there is to try and talk to Joe.
I should have assumed that this would be the path for Rick, because I was kind of thinking at the end of last season, like we were talking about how it seemed like, and obviously this is before we knew that Joe was gonna die, but it felt like, okay, they're gonna get married and kind of not be in the show anymore, right? Like it feels like their arc is closed. And I think with her dying and the twins dying, it also felt like, okay, maybe Rick is like, nah, I can't do this. I'm going through shit and I don't want to be here anymore. But instead, we get Rick is refusing to grieve an immense loss, many such cases, and is instead trying any tool available to him to keep the fantasy alive. He's doing what I thought Caroline was going to do with her mom. You know what I mean? Like he's like,
no, literally
keeping her on ice basically, and like bribing the coroner to like let him take a look at her, talking to psychics to like try to get a connection somewhere in there, and just really not letting yourself move in any direction to heal.
It is rare in this show for us to talk about things that are genuinely horror in here. Because one, it's a CW show, right? And also, that's not really this show's whole thing. It's not, I don't know, it's just not its whole thing. What Rick is doing right now is one of the things in the show that I can count on like a singular hand, that is genuinely horrifying to me, which is that he is past the 30 days of keeping his dead wife, and again, dead children, presumably, on ice. And what I can imagine, because they don't say it outright about this stone, but we know this show fucking loves a stone.
Loves a stone.
We've had so many MacGuffins of stones in this show. This stone can presumably be about resurrecting her. But I need Rick to be so fucking for real right now.
Yeah.
What does he think? And I know the show likes to play fast and loose with the rules of resurrection, but this body is past dead.
Yeah, for sure.
Is not being magically preserved like Elena, right? Or like any of the Michelsons when they're staked and they're put in their coffins. Right? This is just a dead body.
Yeah.
In here. But he's playing fast and loose with this, and that is very horrifying. And it freaks me out. But it's very on brand for Rick, who is like, I can't process anything, and usually is just down a bottle.
Yeah.
And trying to scare fake mediums in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
So, great, dude. Good job.
You're
also, you got
really
presumably from a different medium, got Joe's wedding ring stolen.
Yeah, huh?
From one. Good job, dude.
Doing great.
What I want to know is, what is Lily trying to do with that stone?
Yeah.
Because who is dead that she is trying to resurrect? Or does she just want it for leverage?
Right.
Also, are they trying to make the originals happen again? Because I don't give a fuck about
you don't care about these British.
I didn't for about, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes of the show, until we found out that two of them are in a relationship.
Yeah. Until we got the gay ones, we can keep them.
Yeah.
You know, everyone else.
The gay ones, yeah.
The gay ones are good. But it does feel like they're trying to do originals part 2, but British edition, which is historically worse by the nature of it. And like the whole thing is like, oh, they're heretics, so they're like so unhinged. They're so like uncontrollable. But I'm Lily, so I can do anything. Like I can make a family and like it'll be so good. And that's not happening, right? And now we're having this weird, like, Sharks versus Jets fucking turf war situation going on here. And it's like,
It would be
okay,
cooler if they were singing and snapping.
Would be way cooler. Let's have a musical episode. Let's pull a Riverdale, you know? Come on now.
God. But no.
Yeah.
No.
There's nothing really going on here with them.
No. That's not what's happening. There was a little bit of funny. There was a little bit of funny with the comparison of the journals where Caroline is like, "Dear Elena, what's good?"
Yeah.
Everyone's doing great. I'm definitely not ignoring Stefan. And then I think it was it Valerie was her name?
Yes.
Was Valerie. Also writing in her journal.
Who gets hit by the car.
Dear Diary. Yeah. Was like, "Dear Diary, I'm in hell."
Also,
yeah, she got
standout performance from that guy who hit her with his car, because the funniest fucking thing in this episode of them doing a hit and run, and him like he's there with his like girlfriend or friend or whatever, and she's like, "Oh my god, she got hit, we should do something," and he's like, "Motherfucker, do you want to see me in jail? We gotta go." And they just zoom away.
No, they were right, because he was like, "Listen, I'm a black man in Mystic Falls.
The optics here are not good in my favor. Like, we gotta go.
Right.
This town is racist. Like, we need to leave."
Especially because, and he was right, because they did end up dying anyways, but not by the cops, by the gay couple, whose names I don't know yet. And then Valerie, who, by the way, presumably did this at the high school, because there were the school buses there. These heretics, that feels rude against witches. But that's what they are.
Right.
This new crew, the Sharks, feel they have an understanding, like a working understanding of phones somehow in like, I don't know, 24 hours, like Lily did. But they aren't checking back behind the school for cameras, which they have.
Yeah.
So that's weird. The thing that I thought was very wild was, and it ended up being resolved in like 2 minutes afterwards, why the fuck did Mystic Falls have 3,000 new deputies? And that's just the deputies graduating from this class. That's not presuming all of the people that they already had on their existing force.
Yeah.
For a town that we've already seen before. We've seen that town sign before. There's maybe maximum 5,000 of them.
Totally.
That's a lot of that's a wild ratio.
That's too many. I think that's way too many. But I guess they won't have it because everyone but Matt dies. They kill everyone. So I get the new sheriff, all of the deputies, everyone. Matt is just like, man, come on.
I understand why they've set it up this way.
Yeah.
But the optics does not, the ratio of new deputies per capita does not make sense.
No.
To me. So if it was like the county, maybe, but they're doing it in front of the local high school, so that doesn't make sense on there. What I'm very interested about is like the logic of these heretics, because what do you mean, unless Stefan just really fucked that bomb, which maybe, but like the house blew up, like the bomb worked.
Right. So
what do you mean that a bomb doesn't take out the people that were in that house? To the point that Lily was like, my guy, you need to run.
Right. It's like, oh, you think a bomb? It's like, yeah, I thought a bomb would do it. Yeah, I made a bomb. It's kind of the biggest thing you can do. Huh?
Yeah, I thought maybe I thought a bomb might work, actually.
It's just like, given we've seen many forms of big bads and villains in this television show, and it just feels so unsatisfying currently to be like, okay, the bad guys are basically indestructible to anything, and also are the most powerful things in the world because they're both witches and vampires. And then it's like, okay, I guess we do nothing. Like, I guess that's nothing, you know? And that's what everyone seems comfortable with outside of Damon and Bonnie, of being
True.
like, well, I guess that's what I gotta do. Stefan, I almost called him Stephen. Could you imagine? Stefan Salvatore. Stephen is one who pisses me off. Stefan.
he's got a pocket protector.
Yeah.
He has middle part hair.
It's
That's
his alter
Stephen
ego.
Salvatore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Stefan has the audacity to give up his home to appease these people in a land war.
It's just such an unnecessary escalation.
Yeah, like I think they were fine with just, and what they already did was kind of a lot, right? Like they evacuated every human in the town and are like, shit's really bad. You're not safe here. You gotta go somewhere else and we'll hopefully fix the pipes or whatever. It's all, you don't even worry about it. And compels everyone to like get the fuck out of there, which is also nuts. And then cherry on top, they just get the Salvatore house also.
I'm very confused by this because when this happened with the Travelers a couple seasons ago, this was the last of last resorts.
Right.
And it only worked because it had to happen in the town. And the hot traveler conned them into taking over the house. So it wasn't even really it wasn't even something that they offered. It just kind of happened to them. And the travelers took over, like they invaded the people of the town, right? So it wasn't even necessarily something that they had offered as a trade.
Right.
So granted, I understand that the people were compelled in both situations here. So the people presumably don't know.
Right.
But it is still bonkers that they're putting it in the news both times that presumably in like 2, maybe 3 years, this town has been evacuated a couple of times. That's wild.
Yeah.
That's a wild thing that's happening. And then also, this is your first offer that you're giving.
Yeah.
The first thing that you're saying is we're going to evacuate the whole goddamn town. When that's not what you need to do. We see Bonnie and Damon come back from their summer away. And hand to hand, like close combat works.
Yeah.
They do the like honeypot situation.
It's like, oh, you want to take my magic so
take
bad.
out the heart and it works just fine. So why are we doing this?
I think what we've come to realize is that Stefan is a very bad negotiator. And
the worst.
He needs Damon, or anyone really, to be like, hey dog, you can't put your max bet, which by the way shouldn't even be your max bet because that's a wild thing to compromise to, first. Why are you putting that on the table first? That's not how
bartering works.
That's not how you do business. And and also, it's like we have not seen anything from this group of people to illustrate that they will play nice on a deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we haven't seen them follow through.
Their whole thing is they love chaos. And I feel like they'll just be like, trust me, bro. And then it's like, you're fucked. You know, I don't think we should put all this in here.
Especially because that's what Enzo does at the end, right?
Totally. Yeah.
When Lily and Caroline both call them out, of being like, you're acting sus.
Right.
He finally got a new haircut, but you're acting sus because you're not choosing a side.
You're flip-flopping around.
Right. And how dare I think that he's going to choose Caroline. But no, he chooses Lily because Freud, I guess. And it's so disappointing because I thought he finally stood up to Lily at first of being like, I'm not going to be your errand boy. Especially when you're not telling me what this stone is about. You're like, oh, it's a family matter. Okay.
Yeah.
But no, he still goes back to Lily in the end. It's very weird. Especially when after Bonnie and Damon kill what's his nuts, the oldest one, their version of Elijah, they're like, oh, don't tell Lily about the one that they brought in that died.
Yeah.
And she's the only one that has an emotional reaction to, I think Malcolm was his name. So presumably all of these other heretics sort of care about each other, but they're not really.
Right.
She's the one that's gluing them together.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
I'm confused.
I have questions. I don't know. I'm very confused. I'm confused by it all.
Mm-hmm.
And especially because in the 3-year jump, Stefan has the mark that Bo has.
Yeah.
So he's now a heretic, I guess. Bo was listen, don't get me started. The gay couple.
Right.
Mary Louise is one of them. I remember writing that
and
name
Nora.
down 'cause that's funny. And Nora.
Yeah.
Bo is sort of interesting just because the fact that he's mute, which means that he can't do compulsion. So that's sort of interesting. But I have questions on here about what we have going on.
Yeah.
I need to know your thoughts about Bonnie and Damon.
Dude, there's so much here. I need Damon to open his fucking eyes.
It's because we know now, confirmed, that it's been like a month.
Right.
Since the last episode.
And he refuses to, he's realizing now that, and Bonnie is being like, hey dog, I know you're upset about Elena, but have you considered that I also lost Elena and she was my best friend?
Right.
And we're kind of bound in this for life. But, now having this and then Damon is like, hey man, I did falter for 3 seconds and did not whisk you away in that time, which is a lot of time in a life or death situation. But it's also a lot of time to realize that you're really important to me and you're my best friend and we're locked in. And I wanted to throw my laptop into the sea.
Because he's admitting in this moment, he's like, listen, every time that I look at you, all I see is not Elena, which is honest. It's rude, but it's honest. And Bonnie finally says to him, when they're still in Amsterdam before they get back home, you can resent me or you can love me, but you're still stuck with me. And I can't with these two.
Yeah.
But when they finally get home, of course, Damon's pissed off because Stefan has given his home away. And they're strangers in Damon's huge bedroom and bathroom, which he loves. So the idea of him crashing at Whitmore is really funny.
Oh, yeah.
Just because, it works, but it's not his room. Right? And of course, that's where Bonnie's going to go too. And him admitting in this conversation of that what he did in those 3 seconds of I imagine seeing Elena, I imagine kissing Elena, but then in that 3rd second, I imagine what would happen in those consequences, which is that I would lose my best friend and I would lose my mind without you. And no.
Come on, man.
I think this is one of the first times that he's actually said it out loud.
Yeah.
One, that Bonnie is his best friend. And also how much he depends on her.
Yeah.
Right? That they are, for good or for bad, that they are trauma bonded for what happened with them. And so to be able to see them go and kill Malcolm,
right,
was very, in a weird way, kind of satisfying, right? Because there was a part of last season where I was really worried about Bonnie. When I thought that she was going to die, I thought that it was going to be that the prison world that she was in was going to bring her back topside with this dark energy. But we got to see that she was like luring them, and that Damon was kind of like almost like keeping her from going off the edge.
Right.
There.
Yeah.
Which was nice. So they made a good team, which I appreciated.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
I would have never thought, based on what we saw from them in like the first season, because Damon did not respect witches and he hated them, and the witches hated him. They would make houses poisonous for him to inhabit, and that's so different from what we see now, which is really nice. The only other thing that I remember writing down in my notes was how, especially the second outfit that Caroline was in, the white top and those like peach pants was so nostalgic for me. Because this is, I think in context of the show, I think it's like 2013. That felt like coming home.
Yes.
Her in that outfit.
Like, this is real. This is me.
Right.
I feel seen.
It's like, this is exactly what I want to see.
Here.
I'm still not interested in everything that's happening with her and Stefan.
Yeah, I'm bored still, but whatever. There's other stuff going on, I guess, so it's fine.
The only interesting thing about Stefan for me right now is that he has a tan, and I want to know from what.
For sure.
I'm like,
where did that come from?
Have you been tanning? Did you get a spray tan? Like, what is the whole deal that's happening here? But whatever. I would prefer these two to be friends, but this is happening without me getting a choice on here. So whatever.
We'll make do.
Yeah, I will make do on here. I have no semblance of an idea of where we are going with this season. Given that they are just starting this in utter chaos.
Completely, yeah.
But sure, Jan. Like, I hope for their sake that we're not gonna see a lot of this heretic family. Just because I'm not that intrigued with it all. But I can be open to changing my mind, I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever. If we get more gay, I'll be at least paying attention.
I'm seated for that at least. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll keep my eyes on the screen during that. I'll say that. But I don't know. We'll see. Next episode, I will say, it's giving a little bit of tension.
This screenshot is quite gay. There's something happening here.
There's darkness happening here, but that does not look like Lily. That looks like one of, I think that's Mary Louise. I don't know.
Yeah.
And Caroline. So we'll see with what's happening here. But episode 2 is titled Never Let Me Go.
Okay.
What if season 7 just takes a hard pivot into Caroline finally realizing that she likes women?
I need it, please.
I mean, we would know based on just the context of everything, but one can dream.
Yeah, God forbid I dream.
One can dream. I did look on the trivia section, and the hashtag of this episode was Return to Mystic Falls.
Hell yeah.
So that's great. Thank you for that. Here. We have some amazing patrons to thank. Would you like to start us off?
Absolutely. Thank you to Lauren Cullen.
Ooh, thank you to Zoe Forbes.
Ooh, thank you to Vanessa Swan.
Ooh, thank you to Greg Lautner.
Oh, thank you to April Dobrev.
Pew, 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 pew. Thank you to Vivi Salvatore.
Ooh, thank you to Megan Pattinson.
Ooh, thank you to Katya Cart.
Ooh, thank you to Genevieve Morgan.
Ooh, thank you to Danielle Burke.
Ow, thank you to Janae Bennett.
Ooh, thank you to Rena Zeklos.
Oh, Thank you to Emily Ozera.
Ooh, and last but certainly not least, thank you to Jaylene Ivishkov.
Pew, pew, pew.
So this is a fan fiction that is for you that is hot off the presses.
Beautiful.
It is by the author Us Until the End, and it is titled What We Leave Behind. This is an interesting tag. This is Damon Salvatore at Bella Swan, if you can believe it.
Whoa.
I know. The amount of angst that would be. The summary, the amount of leather and angst. The summary of this is as follows. Bella Swan already knows that the supernatural exists. What she doesn't know is that not everyone understands it the same way. When a hunt goes wrong and the consequences become impossible to ignore, Bella makes a choice. Leaving Forks was supposed to be an ending. It only leads her somewhere far more dangerous. And there are 4 chapters in this so far. Updated, can you believe, today?
Fuck yeah. I know that's right.
So if you are curious about 2 characters that would have just deathly resting bitch faces, please enjoy.
What a treat.
Well, my friends, tell your friends about the show. Tell your families about the show. If you're not already and you have the means, head on over to our Patreon. We have a new bonus.
Oh, yeah.
That's up for you. It's about a new movie.
Can you believe?
Can you believe? So please enjoy. But as we say here in the Pacific Northwest,
get bit.
Ooh.
Ow. You've been listening to Into the Twilight, an independent production by Earbud Media. You can support the show by subscribing to our Patreon at patreon.com/intothetwilight, or rate and review us on your favorite podcast app. You can send us a backstory or a fanfiction at intothetwilightshow@gmail.com. Our music is by Eli Krause, and our art is by Maddie Padilla. You can find me on Twitter at Cody Corral and Allie at Many Are the Stars. Thanks for listening.
You've been listening to Earbud Media Production. Earbud Media, audio for everyone.